Welcome back to our program. We're talking about MWV, MeadWestvaco. And this company is known worldwide. And they're doing many things for the transportation sales tax program that will mean improving our ability to travel on roads and highways in our community and all over the world. Is that true? Is it true that this product, and what you call it?
Evotherm.
Evotherm. Is it truly all over the world?
Yeah.
And other products as well? And you're going to have to tell us, Dean, before we go, some of the other things that this company is doing, because we're sort of focusing on roads right now and the various formulas that have been created in order to make traveling a lot better for the traveling public in our community. But if you would, Everett, tell us about the company and its worldwide reputation.
Well, maybe I can use as an example the Evotherm technology as an example of that. MeadWestvaco Specialty Chemicals is operating on every continent, again, except Antarctica. We have people working to help support our client bases around the world. And when we're out there working with our clients, we hear what their needs are. And we hear what the needs of our industries are. And so we try to figure out here, our staff, very innovative engineers and scientists here, try to figure out ways, and I'm happy to say we've done this very successfully over the 30 years I've been here, figure out ways to address those needs. And Evotherm is an example of one of those situations where in Europe, back at the beginning of this century, there was a lot of concern developing about the two problems associated with conventional hot mix asphalt paving. One of them was emissions, and then one of them was cost. To heat, as we mentioned earlier, to heat the asphalt mixture up sufficiently to get it placed and to make it achieve the target properties of the engineers of the transportation agencies, it had to be heated really hot. To get it really hot, you have to burn a lot of fuel. Fuel costs are a big driver for much of the change we see in many different technologies around the world. But to get emissions down and to reduce fuel costs, MWV, MeadWestvaco Specialty Chemicals, took on that challenge. What could we do? And we put a team together, and that team came up with a surfactant-based technology that we now call Evotherm. And it enabled us, at the dosages we talked about earlier, to lower the temperatures significantly, in many cases, to lower the temperatures at which those mixtures were made. And again, that leads into what I've described as this cascade of many, many other benefits that come about from that. Well, the engineering community, road construction engineering community, is under the same constraints all around the world. They have limited budgets. They have to make roads that last for the kinds of traffic they have. So everybody was looking for this. So we ended up being able to export this technology to many of the early adopters. And early adopters being those countries that really needed it. If a country's trying to develop its infrastructure system, its road infrastructure system, and I'll give an example, is China, but they have limited funds, they're going to go after that technology which enables them to maximize their lane miles, the number of miles of road they construct, at the lowest amount of money. So China is a good example of an early adopter of the technology. So, and that's how that happens.
And there are other countries as well who have been participating for some time. And I don't know if we want to tell the entire story about how it got here when it was here all the time. But it's here and we're utilizing it. And the life of the road now has changed significantly, I would imagine.
Yes.
Now that the Evotherm has come about.
One of the cascades, and Dean mentioned this earlier, one of the benefits is when you lower temperatures, you can get better density in your pavement, and the life of a road is related to that density property.
How did we get it here? How did it finally come out that, hey, up the road or the street, there's a place that we all know, and they have a wonderful product called Evotherm.
Yeah. So we start with that example Everett mentioned. You know, at one time, China was by far our biggest consumer of the product. And we were on the ground running around trying to talk to our local agencies and agencies all across the country saying, guys, look, this stuff can do all the things that we're proposing. Just look at China. Well, they could care less about China. Well, we had to do the hard work to show people that it'll work as we say it will. Charleston County is a fantastic example of that. The folks down there have been fantastic to work with, just in their receptivity of here's the toolbox, and here's what this toolbox delivers. What value can you extract out of this toolbox to make Charleston County roads better? And that's where this pervious pavement application came to existence. It was they listened to all the value props that Evotherm delivers. They pulled out the things that were meaningful to them, and then we were able to construct a road that saved a tremendous amount of money, both from an environmental impact and from a cost impact.
And I know as engineers, scientists, all of the wonderful things that you all represent as professionals, that there must be something else that's coming up. Should we tell now, or is it something that you're going to improve in this area that we're talking about today?
We have a lot of things in the pipeline as we describe it. Some of them close to introduction, commercialization. Some of them a little bit further up the pipeline. But I'd like to suggest we use that for your next episode.
Okay, it sounds good. And maybe for another episode, we can talk about all of the wonderful things that are being found here at MWV. Mm-hmm. We should let the public know that this is not the only product.
No.
There are others.
Yeah. This is the asphalt group within MeadWestvaco. MWV is just a small piece of the pie. We also have an activated carbon group. We have an oil field group. We have a pine chemicals group. We have an adhesive group. And each one of those groups shares the same concept and inspiration that we share, and that is, let's go out to the consuming public or the consumer and find that unmet need, and eventually develop a product that meets that need and delivers more value to our customers.
What a way to end a program. I hope that you've enjoyed it as much as I have. It's a very interesting topic. We are so grateful to MWV Specialty Chemicals for allowing us to come into their place of business today. We've learned quite a bit, and we hope that you, the traveling public, the residents of Charleston County, have enjoyed our program and see the benefits of your transportation sales tax program. Until the next time, I'm Cheryl Harleston. For more information about the Charleston County Transportation Sales Tax Program and specific information on the road construction improvement projects, visit us on our web at roads.charlestoncounty.org. Also, connect with us on Facebook and Twitter at CC Roadwise.